Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you a story that begins in one of the most crowded places on earth, yet somehow feels painfully quiet. It's a story about loneliness, unexpected kindness, and how the smallest voice can reach the deepest parts of a guarded heart. It was early morning at the international airport, the kind of morning where announcements echo endlessly. Coffee machines hiss non-stop, and rolling suitcases create a constant background hum. People rush past each other with purpose, eyes glued to departure boards or phone screens. Among them sat a man in a tailored charcoal suit, shoulders slightly slumped, staring at nothing in particular. His name was Daniel Cross. To the world, he was a powerful CEO, the head of a multi-billion-dollar tech company, a man whose signature could move markets. Magazines called him ruthless, brilliant, untouchable. But in that airport terminal, Daniel was just another tired soul waiting for a flight he didn't really want to take. He had arrived 2 hours early, not because he was organized, but because he hated empty houses. That morning, the silence of his penthouse had been unbearable. No laughter, no footsteps, no one asking how his day would be. So he grabbed his coat and left, choosing noise over emptiness. Daniel sat alone near gate 47, his expensive briefcase at his feet, untouched coffee growing cold in his hand. His mind replayed memories he usually kept locked away. Late nights at the office, missed birthdays, unanswered phone calls, and the one voicemail he never deleted, even though it hurt every time he listened to it. Daniel, the voice in the memory said softly, "I don't think I can keep waiting for you." He squeezed his eyes shut and exhaled slowly. Airports always did this to him. Everyone was either going somewhere with someone or returning to someone who mattered. He felt like he was doing neither. That's when he heard a small, hesitant voice beside him. "Are you lost too, Mr.?" Daniel opened his eyes and turned his head. Standing there was a little girl, no older than 6 or 7. She had big, curious eyes, slightly messy braids, and a pink backpack that looked almost too big for her tiny frame. She clutched a worn teddy bear under one arm. For a moment, Daniel was too surprised to respond. Adults never spoke to him like that, especially not children. Most people avoided eye contact, intimidated by his presence or reputation. "Lost?" he finally repeated. The girl nodded seriously, as if she had asked the most important question in the world. "Yeah, my mom says airports make people lose things. Sometimes bags, sometimes time, sometimes themselves." Daniel let out a small, unexpected laugh. It caught him off guard. He couldn't remember the last time he laughed without forcing it. "Your mom sounds very wise," he said. The girl smiled proudly. "She is, but she's lost right now." That wiped the smile off his face. "What do you mean?" She pointed toward a nearby restroom sign. "She went in there and told me to wait right here and not talk to strangers. But you look like you're already lost, so I think it's okay." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "Is that how it works?" "Unhung," she said confidently. "Lost people help each other." He studied her face, half expecting to see fear or uncertainty, but there was none, just innocence and a strange kind of understanding. "So," she continued, plopping down on the seat next to him without invitation. "Where are you going?" He hesitated. "New York." "Why?" "Work," she frowned. "That's a boring reason." He chuckled again. "Most people would disagree. My mom says if you don't know why you're going somewhere, you might already be lost," she said, swinging her legs. That hit harder than Daniel expected. He stared straight ahead, watching a family walk by, parents laughing as their son ran ahead dragging a dinosaur suitcase. "What about you?" he asked quietly. "Where are you going?" "To see my grandma. She's sick, but she tells funny jokes anyway," the girl replied. "We're flying because the car would take too long, and Grandma says time is important." Daniel nodded slowly. Time. The one thing he had always believed he could control, until he realized he couldn't buy more of it. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lily," she said. "What's yours?" He paused, then said, "Daniel." "Just Daniel?" she asked, tilting her head. "Just Daniel." She seemed satisfied with that. For a few moments, they sat in silence watching the world rush by. Daniel felt something unfamiliar settling in his chest. Calm. Not the forced calm of meditation apps or business retreats, but something warm and genuine. "Mr. Daniel," Lily said suddenly, "why do you look sad?" He swallowed. Children had a way of asking questions. Adults danced around. "I guess I forgot where I was going," he said carefully. She considered this. "Maybe you should ask someone for help." "Like who?" She pointed to herself. "Me," he smiled. "And what would you tell me?" She hugged her teddy bear tighter. "I'd tell you to think about where you want to end up, not just where your plane is landing." Before he could respond, a woman hurried toward them, relief flooding her face. "Lily," the woman exclaimed. "I told you not to talk to strangers." Lily looked up. "It's okay, Mom. He's lost." The woman glanced at Daniel apologetically. "I'm so sorry. She has a very open personality." "No apology needed," Daniel said gently. "She kept me company." The woman smiled warmly. "Thank you for watching her." "He didn't watch me," Lily corrected. "We talked." Her mother laughed. "Of course you did." An announcement echoed through the terminal. calling Lily's flight for boarding. "That's us," her mom said. "Come on, sweetie." Lily stood, then turned back to Daniel. "I hope you find where you're going, Mr. Daniel." He felt a lump in his throat. "I hope your grandma feels better." She nodded, then did something unexpected. She stepped forward and hugged him, wrapping her small arms around his waist. "Don't be lost forever," she whispered. Then she was gone. Skipping beside her mother toward the gate, Daniel sat frozen for several seconds, her words echoing in his mind. Don't be lost forever. His phone buzzed with a reminder for his meeting in New York, the one he had planned for months, the one that would secure another massive deal. He looked at the departure board, then at the gate where Lily had disappeared, then at his phone again. For the first time in years, he questioned whether getting on that plane was really the right direction. Minutes later, when boarding for his flight was announced, Daniel did something that shocked even himself. He stood up, picked up his briefcase, and walked away from the gate. He pulled out his phone and dialed a number he hadn't called in a long time. "Hey," he said, when the call connected. "It's me. I know this is sudden, but are you free today?" There was a pause. Then a voice he once loved answered softly. "Daniel." "Yeah," he said, heart pounding. "I think I finally know where I'm supposed to be." As he exited the airport, the noise behind him faded. For the first time in a very long while, Daniel Cross wasn't lost anymore, and all it took was a little girl brave enough to ask a simple question at the right moment. Sometimes, the answers we need don't come from boardrooms or books or plans. Sometimes, they come from a child with a teddy bear, sitting beside us in a crowded airport, reminding us of what truly matters. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might feel a little lost today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.